Hello, everyone. Welcome to Page Turners They Were Not, a Star Wars podcast. I am your host, Brennan Maher, and I am very excited to welcome a new guest to the show. He is the host of my fellow podcast, Starlight Beacon Transmissions, which is a podcast that deals in a lot of ways with the High Republic, which I'm a big fan of, and other topics as well. So I can't recommend it enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's Eric from Starlight Beacons Transmissions.
Hey, Brennan. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here talking about our favorite convention moments. I'm really excited
Indeed.
about tonight. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, believe it or not, in the 7 years of this podcast, I've never done an episode about our convention adventures. And
Well,
I just attended a convention last week, so this should be fun.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're like in the midst of convention season now, and yeah, it's going to be a fun topic.
It is, and I cannot wait for 2 years for a Star Wars celebration in LA,
Yeah, that's going to be a big one.
which hopefully I'll get a chance to meet in person.
Yes.
You and a lot of other of our friends too.
Yeah, that would be great. We are trying to get out there. It all has to do with money and all that fun stuff, but we are definitely going to try to get out there in 2 years.
Yeah, and thankfully for me, it's only like 5 hours away, so that makes it easy.
Yeah, that's a quick train ride or car ride down.
But
That's
you,
that's
on
not.
the other hand, are on the other side of the country, so
Yeah, that's about a 5 to 6 hour nonstop flight.
yeah,
But then if you think about it, I may have to change planes, so you're looking at another 2 to 3 hours there. So yeah,
it's a good thing we had 2 years to think about it.
yes, absolutely.
All right, so Eric, since you're new to the show, I always like for our fans to get to know your experiences with Star Wars. So I always start with the first question. How did you get into Star Wars?
That's a great question. I got into Star Wars through my dad. Back in the 90s, USA Network would air the Star Wars trilogy on Saturdays in the summer or on the weekends in the summertime. And my dad, one night, we were hanging out because my mom was working nights at the time, and so we were hanging out, and this advertisement for Star Wars weekends, trilogy weekends, came up on USA, and my dad just looked at me and he said, "All right, you want to see something really cool?" So I sat down and I watched A New Hope, Empire, and Jedi with him that weekend on TV, and then um, in '97 when the special editions came out,
Hmm.
my dad took me to all three in the theaters, and that was a pretty amazing experience. Seeing those on the big screen like that. Now I know how my dad felt 20 years earlier when he saw it. Um, and it was a really cool experience. So I got into it from there, and I've been into it ever since. I'm one of those people that I just love Star Wars. All Star Wars is good Star Wars to me,
Yes.
and and that's just how I am. So yeah, that's how I got involved.
Very nice. Yeah, I
Thanks.
got to see. I think I started with the VHSs was my, and then I did see all three for the special edition. So I am actually someone who has seen all 12 Star Wars films in theater.
Yeah, yeah. I think we are part of that elite club.
Indeed,
Like,
yes.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because when you said 12, I was thinking what's the 12th movie, but it was the Clone Wars theatrical film in
Yes.
'08. Yeah.
So I always have to ask the dreaded question. If you had to choose, what is your favorite Star Wars film?
I I personally love Return of the Jedi. That's my favorite.
Good choice.
Thank you. Um, I love how it gets the band back together for like this fun adventure.
Mhm.
Um, I love everything with Jabba the Hutt on Tatooine. I love the Ewoks. Like I know a lot of people bash the Ewoks, but
Come to the right place. I loved him too.
yeah, exactly. But I love the Ewoks. I love there's just something about
Mhm.
that movie that I just absolutely love, it's just a great movie. It's a great ending to that trilogy. Um but I'm also going to say this, a close second for me is Solo. I love Solo
Yes,
and
we,
it's
we certainly love Solo around here.
yes. And for me, like sometimes it flip flops between Jedi and Solo, but
Yeah.
just a little bit. Yeah, yeah. But I love
Mm.
Jedi. It's such a great movie.
It is. It is. And it's a very emotionally satisfying conclusion.
It really is, and especially after you watch the prequel trilogy and you see everything that Anakin has gone through in the prequel trilogy, and you go back and you watch Jedi, it really is the emotional ending to Anakin's journey, and I
Yeah.
think it's a fantastic ending.
It recontextualizes the film
Hmm.
in a
It
way
really
that,
does.
that everything you wanted pays off.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie is full of that movie's full of payoffs. It truly is. And I also love that version of Palpatine too in that movie.
Oh,
I think
yes.
I think
Yes.
he's perfect. He's just perfect.
And to think that he was 37 years old when they filmed it.
That's insane. That's crazy.
I mean, the makeup work is incredible.
Yeah, it really is. And
And
that whole hmm,
some of the most quotable lines.
yes, yes. One of my favorite lines in that movie is when Luke throws away his lightsaber and he says, "I'm a Jedi like my father before me."
Yeah.
Just yeah.
That is one of the great moments. And that is in the Good on New Hope, with Luke saying, I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
Hmm.
And then in Jedi, to have him say, I am a Jedi like my father before me.
Yeah.
It,
Yes.
it's it's absolutely satisfying.
Hmm. And it does a really good job of also resolving the cliffhanger from Empire. Like
Yes,
it does the perfect job with that too.
indeed it does. And the unmasking of Vader is still one of the best scenes.
Hmm.
So yeah, no, it's a great choice. It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. What about yours? Because I don't think I've ever heard yours.
Mine is Empire Strikes Back.
Empire? That's a good one.
I think that it's the benchmark not just for Star Wars, but for how to do a good sequel.
Hmm.
And every sequel is judged by that measure.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, it truly is. Every sequel is judged by that measure, and Empire does set the bar pretty high when it comes to a sequel.
And it expands the idea of what Star Wars is.
Hmm.
And the philosophy of Yoda, I mean, is amazing.
Hmm.
There's so many reasons I love that film.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Okay, then the third dreaded question.
Hmm.
Who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Whew, man. Um, I it's Han Solo. I love Han Solo so much.
Yes.
And that movie Solo just cemented him further for me as my
Mhm.
favorite character. He's so great because he's the everyman in these movies. He's the everyman. He's the one that we relate to the most because he's the one that doesn't have these abilities. He's the one that's from the outside looking in, kind of like we are, and that's why I love him.
Yes. It's an excellent choice, of course.
Yeah. What about yours?
Palpatine, because he is so delightfully Machiavellian about everything.
That is very true. That is very
He's
true.
got like plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Hmm. Yeah, he's truly planned for everything.
Indeed, and definitely Ian McDiarmid is so delightfully over the top
Hmm.
in just the right way.
Yes.
Right, that's not a character you can play straight.
No, he kind of reminds me of the over the top Bond villains from like the early Bond movies.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. That's part of the reason why I like Palpatine too, because I just love that whole attitude and everything.
And the other one, I always like to throw in a bonus question.
Hmm.
What planet would you want to live on?
Um, I'm gonna say Scarif before the Death Star incident. I would say Scarif.
That's a good choice. It's a beautiful planet.
Hmm. It is. What about you?
Naboo. Hands
Naboo?
down, Naboo.
That's a beautiful planet too.
I would never want to go into the deep water though.
No, 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 no.
But, this is the Guardians and
Yeah, yeah,
have a nice little house.
yeah. The Lake Country would be pretty nice.
Absolutely. Absolutely it would. So yeah, all right. So our topic is our adventure of the conventions.
Yes, yes,
I just went to one. I know you've got a few coming up.
yeah, yeah. You want to talk about your time at your convention?
Yeah, and then we'll go back to the beginning. So we just had GalaxyCon San Jose, which was a wonderful experience. I didn't get to meet any Star Wars actors,
Mm.
but I'll start with the big one. I met William Shatner.
Very cool.
Now, Shatner is temperamental, we know.
Yeah,
So you never really know what you're going to get with him. And I had no idea how it was going to go. But he was very kind. He said some very encouraging things to me. And it was an absolutely wonderful opportunity.
Very nice.
Now, I know that not everyone's had that experience. Shatner has sort of gone up and down and left and right throughout the years. But have you gotten an opportunity to meet him?
I have, um, not at a convention though. Well, I saw him at two conventions, and then I met him. I work for an airline. I'm not going to mention which one or anything.
Mhm.
Um, but one time he was flying out of the airport that I work at, and um, I had an encounter with him that let's just say I was polite, but he was not to me.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean it's water under the bridge. But the couple of times I've seen him at conventions, it's been that temperamentalness as well.
Mhm.
Um, where he's kind of talked down to people that have like asked him questions at Q&As and stuff like that. And I get it. He's an older person, but the thing is that people are paying a lot of money to have these experiences
It's
and to
true.
meet this person. Um, and it might have just been like he's been traveling a lot. I mean, it's any number of reasons,
Yeah.
but and we're all human. But the thing is that when it comes to stuff like that, I I, I'm glad that you had a good experience with him. Like I really am,
It
because
felt
that
like he was having a really good day.
that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, he's an interesting guy, but
Hmm.
I will treasure that experience a long time.
That's good. That's awesome, and that's the way those experiences should be.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
figured he's 94, so if I don't do it now,
Yeah.
I may never get the opportunity.
Exactly. Um,
And it was extraordinary. It really was.
that's awesome, and I'm glad that you're able to have that experience and tell people about that experience, because um, it's truly a once in a lifetime experience to meet somebody like him.
It is. Another closet was Tara Strong,
Yes,
a voice
I've
actress who I love.
yes, Tara Strong is fantastic. We met her at AwesomeCon a few years ago, and she was great.
She was
Absolutely.
such a sweetheart.
Yeah, yeah. She
I had her
she
sign a picture of Bubbles, my favorite of the Powerpuff Girls.
Bubbles is a good choice.
And she was just delightful. She really was.
Yeah, she's very down to earth when it comes to her interactions. Um, and you can just tell she genuinely loves to meet new people and to talk to them.
I found that with voice actors to be the case.
Yes. Oh,
I'll get into it in a minute, but I did get to meet some of the other great voice actors
hmm.
at other conventions.
Yes.
But she was a delight. Got to meet Giancarlo Esposito for the second time.
That's awesome.
Took a picture with him a couple of years ago, and so I had him sign it this time.
That's the way to do it.
That's great. And also, I met for those listening who might be into the more cult films, the one and only Barry Bostwick.
from Rocky Horror.
Yes, and Megaforce and others.
Hmm.
And I got to meet a few others, but it was a wonderful experience. People were very kind.
Hmm.
I got to meet Matthew Lillard,
Shaggy.
who, by the way, did not charge me anything.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Just being very generous. And of course, they had a couple of the actors from Scream were there.
Mm.
And of course, I misspoke earlier. I did meet a Star Wars figure, but not an actor. Oh, well, I guess I should say that Giancarlo. And Giancarlo Esposito is a Star Wars actor, but I got to meet Timothy Zahn.
Ah,
What a delight he was.
he's my favorite person I've ever met involved in Star Wars. Honestly, he's fantastic.
He's very humble, down to
Mm.
earth. Um, his original Thrawn trilogy are my favorite Star Wars books, period.
Mm.
And so I had him sign a copy of Heir to the Empire. And I read those every couple of years just because
Oh yeah.
it really reignited the fandom. Because
I
there was a time when Star Wars was dead in a way.
Mhm.
So getting to meet him was just a joy.
Yeah, yeah. He's a fantastic person to meet. He
And
really is.
wonderful cosplay. I saw lots of good cosplay. So what was your most recent con experience?
So our most recent con experience was AwesomeCon in DC, and that was back in April.
Okay.
Um, I had to think for a second because it's
Yeah.
um, but that was a really fun experience because they they did two massive reunions there. Um, they did the 40th anniversary of the Goonies,
Yes. Yes.
which was great because they had Sean Astin, Corey Feldman, and then they had the brothers from the Crime Family,
Yes.
which Robert, gosh, I'm blanking on his name.
Isn't one
Um,
of them Joe Chantolieri?
yeah.
Joey
Yeah,
Pants, as we call him.
yeah. And then Robert, it, I keep forgetting his last name, but he was on Stargate Atlantis.
He has one of those great faces.
Yes, and then he was also in Die Hard
Yes,
as Agent
that's right.
Johnson.
That's right.
Um, yeah, so we got to hear some of their reunion, which was really cool. And then they had Feldman there as well because they did the 35th anniversary of Turtles.
Which I just saw in the theater, by the way.
How's it hold up in the theater?
It was great. It was a really fun time.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that Turtles movie
Yeah,
so much.
seeing it on the big screen was great. It was really great.
Yeah. Um, and they had all of the other Turtles actors there
Nice.
as well, including April O'Neil.
Oh, no, oh, very nice. Very nice.
I think the one that they were missing from there was Casey Jones.
Oh, okay, he wasn't there? Yeah.
Yeah. Casey Jones wasn't there.
He's great in the film, by the way.
Oh yeah. I love Casey Jones in that movie. And then they had Um, was Ming Na Wen there? Yeah, yeah. Ming Na Wen was
So
there.
I haven't even meet her yet.
She's great. She's a great meet and greet. Um, they had her. They had all three Blues Clues hosts.
Oh, nice. Oh, awesome.
Yes. So my wife got to meet Steve, which was really
Oh,
cool.
yes.
Um, and then I met the second host because he's done voice work in Halo and in
That's right.
Horizon.
Yes.
Yeah, which was really cool to talk to him about Halo and Horizon. Um, then I got to meet Ross Marquand.
Oh, no. He was there at GalaxyCon. I never got the chance.
Really?
I missed
Um,
out on that, and I'm regretting that.
he's really fun. He's really fun to talk to. I got him to sign my X-Men animated series omnibus.
Oh,
Uh,
yes. Oh,
yeah,
yes.
because he's Professor Xavier in '97. If I ever get the chance to meet him again, I'm gonna get him to sign my Invincible compendiums
It's a
because
good idea.
I love him as Immortal. Um, and then I got to meet Ray Chase, who plays Cyclops in X-Men '97.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he like when I presented the omnibus to him because it's the adaptations of the original X-Men animated series.
Yes.
But I figured why not get the '97 cast to sign it anyway because it's a continuation. So, um, and he was flipping through it and he said, "Wow, this is really cool." Like, and he was asking me questions about it. It was a really cool experience.
Nice.
Um, and then I have one more meet and greet to well, celebrity meet and greet to talk about, and that is well, he's kind of a celebrity. I mean, he is. Uh, he's a voice actor. It's Wes Johnson.
I'm familiar with his name.
He does a lot of Bethesda work, so like
Oh,
he's been
okay.
in like
Okay.
Fallout and Elder Scrolls. But what's really cool is he's the arena announcer for the Washington Capitals hockey team.
Oh,
And that weekend, it was really cool because that Friday night they had a game at home, and that's when Alex Ovechkin tied Wayne Gretzky's record.
yes.
So for goals, so Johnson had to dip out of the convention early to get ready for the game. So Saturday, I saw him and I got to talk to him about the game. Even though I wasn't at that game, I watched it on TV from the hotel, and it was just really cool to hear about his experience that night and
It's really
everything. So
cool. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, AwesomeCon it's a fantastic convention. If you can go, please do so. It's wonderful.
Definitely. I've got that on my list.
Yeah,
I should mention before we move on, I did get to meet Jeremy Renner for a few minutes,
nice.
and Ron Perlman,
Oh,
the original Hellboy,
yes,
Danny Trejo,
yes.
and Dolph Lundgren.
Oh, you got to meet Dolph Lundgren.
Oh yeah, he was cool.
I love Dolph Lundgren.
I mean, when he's not fighting Rocky or saving the galaxy, as He-Man.
Or dealing with Sylvester Stallone and Jason Statham in The Expendables.
Yes. It was a wonderful experience.
That's awesome. Um, how was your interaction with Danny Trejo?
We didn't say much, but he was cool.
Hmm. He's short,
He is. He's tiny.
yeah, but he's really fun. He's really cool.
One of the best faces you'll ever see.
Yeah, yeah. And he's super nice guy. Super nice guy.
He really is. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. How was the interaction with Jeremy Renner too? Because always seems
Um,
like down.
it was very short, but he was
Hmm.
very kind.
Nice.
And he felt really just down to earth.
That's good. That's good.
It's like a normal guy.
I those are the best experiences. Just to have those experiences with those people that just feel down to earth and just yeah, I love those experiences.
It was a lot of fun. We had a good time. And I took my nephews and my niece.
Nice.
My nephew's 12, and the other one is 9, and my niece is 10. And they dressed up. They had a good time.
Very cool.
They
Um,
stayed in the gaming area because they didn't know any of the actors.
mm,
I guess we gotta teach them.
that's
Yeah. This is actually not the first time the older ones have been to a convention.
oh, well, that's good.
I've gotten to take them a few times. So now let's cast our minds back.
Hmm.
Eric, what is the earliest convention you can remember?
Earliest convention I can remember was actually my first convention I did, and that was in 2007.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been doing the con circuit for a bit, but like not as long as others have. But yeah, 2007 Baltimore Comic Con.
nice.
Yeah, it was really cool because Jim Lee was one of the guests of honors there.
Very
Um,
nice.
yeah, and at that time he was working on All-Star Batman with Frank Miller.
I
Um,
remember those days, yes.
yeah, yeah, and that's actually one series that didn't get fully completed. Like DC pulled the book,
It's
uh,
unfortunate.
yeah, before they finished the story for that. But yeah, that was it was either him or it was Mike Mignola that was the guest of honor. I think they were both guests of honor. But it was really cool. It was really cool. So that was my first convention. What was yours?
All the way back in 1991,
Wow.
it was BayCon in San Jose.
Mm,
Technically in Santa Clara, I think. I don't remember it very well. I thought it was like 5 or 6.
mm.
I don't think we met anybody famous, but particularly it was a Star Trek convention. And also Babylon 5 at the same time.
Very cool.
I love both shows.
Mm.
In fact, I just bought Babylon 5, the Blu-ray complete set.
Nice.
But yeah, we went there. I remember buying merchandise.
Mm.
I can't remember, but I think one of the first things I bought, I actually still have. And that is the 1.5 foot long Enterprise D. The old electronic one you can hit the buttons.
I remember that.
I still have it, and guess what? It still works.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So now my nephews and nieces play with it. And it still works after all these years.
That's awesome. Did that have the detachable saucer?
No, but the nacelles came off.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it's still sturdy, even to this day. I mean, I
That's
don't know
awesome.
what it was, but when we were kids, they built things really well.
They did. They surely did.
Action figures, spaceships.
Hmm.
It's all that really good plastic.
Yeah. I remember the quick side note. I remember the GI Joe jet fighter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one that came with the joystick where you could like fly it around and like make the noises and stuff. Um, that thing was built to last. That thing was built to last.
It kind of reminds me of my Ninja Turtles action figures
Yes.
that I used to have that were really solid.
Hmm.
And so I don't remember a lot of it at that convention, but I do remember going, and it was a lot of fun. And I didn't go to another one till 2022,
Wow.
which was I went to Celebration Anaheim.
Mm.
Let's just say I don't think I was prepared. I'm wandering around like an idiot. Like, what am I supposed to do? But it was really good because I got to meet Alex and Molly Damon from Star Wars Explained,
Mm.
and they were wonderful. And then I got to meet Ken and Joseph from Tour Center.
Nice.
And Ken is a friend of mine. He's a close friend.
Very cool.
We've become close friends since then. In fact, he's going to be the next guest on our show.
Oh, that's cool.
Making, I think, his third appearance, I think.
Wow.
I mean, but they're great. Ken and Joseph are amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't get to meet Jennifer because she was busy doing something else.
Mm.
But maybe next celebration I'll get to meet her.
Yeah, I have a feeling a lot of us are going to be trying to meet up at the next celebration, the big
You and I
one.
can meet. That should be cool.
Yeah, yeah, I would love to do that. Um, like I said, if we can make it out there, we're going to make this happen.
I'm
Seriously.
definitely going to meet up with our good friends Scotty and Jerry from the Bad cast.
Yes. I love
Who
those two.
I absolutely love. And so our other good friends. In fact, I'm going to put a plug for it right now. I might be doing a panel at Celebration
Very cool.
with Scotty, Jerry, Jared the Dark Jedi, and our friend Eli from In the Galaxy.
Cool.
So I'm putting a plug for that now. I don't know if it's 100%, but gosh darn it, we're going to make it happen.
Yeah.
So that was a fun experience. So that's where I first met Sam Witwer.
Oh
Sam was
yeah.
so cool. I had him sign a picture of Obi-Wan and Maul's final duel.
Oh, cool.
He talked with humans. He was great. And I got a photo op with Giancarlo Esposito
Mm.
and with Katie Sackhoff.
Very cool.
The funny story about the Katie Sackhoff thing. So I'm in line for the photo ops
Mm.
to see Giancarlo. I get in the wrong line. They tell me to go down to the end and through the curtain. I go through the curtain and there's Katie Sackhoff. And I was not able to form a sentence. I took a picture and went around. I said, "Oh, I got the wrong line." They're like, "Okay, keep the picture."
Hmm.
So I got to keep the picture of Katie. And then I met Giancarlo.
It's great.
And I've met Katie 3 times, actually.
Oh, nice.
And she's great. She's really cool. And then we were in the room when Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor were brought on stage. And it was like a stampede. This is the first time they had had Hayden at a convention.
Oh,
And of course, I'd love to get to meet him if I had the chance.
yeah.
And that was about all I did. Yeah, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But hopefully I've got it figured out for the future.
I think you do. I think you do.
So let's see. So, of all the, because there's so many stories we could tell.
Hmm.
But who are some of the best interactions you've had with celebrities?
Wow. I'll tell you. I'll give you a couple. I'll give you a couple. One of the best interactions I've ever had. And I love that we talked about voice actors earlier because um, all my favorite con interactions have actually come from voice actors.
Same, same.
That's who I like really like to tend to meet because I mean, you think about it, these people had all of these influences on our childhoods. Um, so my my favorite interaction um was with Rob Paulson.
Oh, yes, I got to meet him.
Um, yeah, he's great.
What a nice guy. What a wonderful man.
He is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet
He was so
at a
kind
convention.
to me. So kind.
He really is, and he treats everybody like they're a friend or like their family. Like he's just that way.
He says to me, "You made it. You made it."
Um, he I a lot of these interactions have come from AwesomeCon because of just like they just get a lot of these voice actors.
Yes, they
Uh,
do.
we were in line for him, and this was the first AwesomeCon we did, and I think it was 2014 or I don't remember. It was a few years ago.
Time makes no sense.
Time does not make any sense. You're right.
Yeah.
um, and so we were waiting in line, and there weren't a lot of people in his line, and instead of like coming to his booth from behind the curtain, because they have those big curtains set up
Oh, yes.
behind their tables, he approached us all from the show floor,
Yeah.
and he was all smiles, and he was like shaking people's hands or like giving people hugs, like all of these things. Um, and it was just really awesome. So I got to talk to him a few times that weekend because unfortunately his line wasn't that long.
It's too
And when I
bad.
when I say unfortunately, I mean for him. It was great for
Fortunate
me
for
because
you. Yeah.
yeah. And there was one day where my wife and I were dating at the time. I was talking to Rob, and my wife walked up while I was talking to Rob, and she was dressed as Korra from Legend of
Oh,
Korra.
nice.
Yeah, and she was wearing this appa on her head, like this stuffed appa.
Oh, nice.
Um, yeah. And so Rob sees her, and he goes, "Oh, who's this?" And I introduce her, and he in his Yakko voice he just goes, "Oh well, hello, nurse."
Yeah.
Um, it was great. It was great. And then Jess Harnell was also there that year.
Oh, yes.
So
He's a great guy, too.
oh, Jess Harnell is great. And I was talking to him, and she did the same thing. And in his wacko voice, he said "Hello, nurse" to her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was great talking to him because I didn't know about his band because he was in a band
Yes,
too.
rock sugar.
Yeah, and it
Well,
was
I would
awesome.
love to see in concert if I could.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Um, and he said, and I quote, "If I had any more CDs, I would have given you one."
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it was a lot of fun. He's great. Phil Lamar was fantastic too.
Oh, I've not gotten to meet him yet.
Yeah, oh, he's great. If
Yeah,
if
he
you get the
seems like a
chance.
real cool guy.
Yeah, I loved him because I mean he was Kit Fisto. Like I love
Oh,
him as Kit
yes. Oh,
Fisto.
yes.
But for me, I also loved him because he was John Stewart in Justice League
Oh, that's right.
Unlimited.
Yes, he was. That's right.
And then he was also Static in Static Shock. Um, and and I love Phil Lamar. He's
And then he
fantastic.
got killed in Pulp Fiction.
He did get killed in Pulp Fiction. That is true. He got shot in the head. Um,
Yes.
um, yeah, those are some interactions I'll never forget because of just and the funny thing is that with Phil Lamar, my wife really wanted to meet him, so we were talking to him, and my wife gave him her name, and he's like, "Oh, is that short for something?" And she said, "No, no." And then he's like, "Well, you wouldn't believe like how many times I've heard your name short for something." And then like he just like came out with like this random like long name that was like Evangeline or something like that. And oh yeah, that's right, that's right, that's right. my wife my wife said that that's what somebody said to her one time, but yeah, it was
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think the voice actors are just so nice because they don't really have egos.
No, they don't.
I think they realize that without their fans, they would be nobody.
Hmm.
It's kind of a forgotten part of our childhoods.
Yeah. Um,
And the nice thing about these conventions is we can interact with them.
yeah. I also feel like when it comes to voice actors, um, and I've said this before, they work just as hard as regular actors, if
They
not
do.
harder.
They do.
Um, and this isn't anything against regular actors. It's just I have so much more respect for voice actors and what they do.
And the fact that they can walk down the street and nobody knows who they are.
Exactly. Exactly. Um, yeah, and then I've had interactions with Maurice LaMarche too. That
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
I get to meet him. He's cool.
yeah, yeah. But go ahead. What are some of your memorable ones?
You get to meet a lot of the voice actors.
Mm,
2 years ago, I went to FanX in Salt Lake.
mm.
So 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I'm trying to remember. And so I met Rob Paulson,
Mm.
Jess Hornell, Jim Cummings, Maurice
Oh,
LaMarche,
nice.
and James Arnold Taylor.
All great.
Well,
All
I've
great
gotten to
meet.
meet him twice.
James Arnold Taylor.
Oh, yes, he's great.
Mm.
And all of them are just so kind.
They are. They really are.
So my dad and I were in line to see Jess Hornell. And it's a long line because Jess likes to take his time with the fans.
Hmm.
And so I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, on the table next to him, Rob Paulson walks right by me. He taps me on the shoulder and says, "Hey, thanks for coming."
Oh.
And then he goes off to do something. So when I saw Jess, I went and saw James Arnold Taylor, then I came back
Mm.
and saw Ron Paulson. And he says, I mean, you made it. And it's cool because he was standing in front of his desk.
Yeah.
And I don't think he was ever behind his desk. He was like interacting with the fans and
Yeah.
being real personal. And I think that some of my best experiences have been with people who stand in front of a desk.
Hmm.
Now, Jess, of course, was all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
And his wife, Kara, was with him.
Hmm.
And I told him, I love Rock Sugar. I love some of those songs. So I got to meet all those guys. So there is one. I forgot to meet Tress McNeil.
Mm.
And I'm regretting that.
Yeah.
And then at GalaxyCon last year, there were a lot of Star Trek actors.
Hmm.
And you and I are both fans of Star Trek.
We are. Yeah.
And I got to meet a lot of them, like Will Wheaton
Mm.
and Robert Picardo. But the best was Terry Farrell.
Oh, Dax.
Dax, she was
Yeah.
so great. Actually, I got to meet both Daxes. Nicole DeBoer was there,
Mm.
and Terry Farrell next to each other. I got to meet them both, and Terry is so sweet.
Yeah.
And of course, I had to talk to her about trials and tribulations, where they go back in time to the original Enterprise.
Yep.
And Nicole DeBoer, who plays Esri Dax, I swear she is not aged today.
Mm.
She looked almost exactly like she did in the show. But she must have been not very old when she did the show.
No, I don't think
She
so.
looked like she was maybe 20 on the show.
Yeah.
So I got to meet Millie. Mm. Trying to remember because there were so many. Once I got to meet James Arnold Taylor again. I met Sam Witwer again.
Hmm.
Ashley Eckstein was there, but I missed out.
Mm.
Her line was really long.
Yeah.
But she's a sweetheart. We know that.
She is.
And then, about 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I went to Silicon, which was the predecessor to GalaxyCon San Jose. And I got to meet Summer Glau, as in River Tan than Firefly.
Hmm.
And she was delightful.
Hmm.
And in the next booth, I'm still kicking myself. I forgot to meet, what is her name? Anya from Buffy. What's the actress's name? I
Anya.
blank on her name.
Hold on.
I should know this.
Let me see here.
Live show, folks, live show.
Emma Caulfield.
Emma Caulfield. I
Yeah.
forgot to meet her. And I'm like, oh darn it, I should have done that. Yeah, we've had some wonderful interactions with people.
hmm
And as you said, the voice actors uniformly are the sweetest people.
hmm
And you don't find Joseph being his usual self.
hmm
I had Jim Cummings find a picture of Ray the Firefly. He did a little bit of the accent for us.
Mm-hmm.
Morris, of course, is great. Doing the brain. I mean, wonderful, wonderful interactions
Yeah.
with people, and just the feeling of being in a place where you can be a nerd and not worry that other people are gonna
Yes.
think you're strange because you're surrounded by your people.
hmm
So, for you, have you gotten to meet any of the Star Trek actors?
I met so I've met a couple of Trek actors. I got to meet I met Robert Picardo
Yes.
years ago at Shore Leave, which is a small convention here in my area, and I didn't ask him a Star Trek question. I actually asked him about a made-for-TV movie that he did for Sci-Fi Channel, which was, I think it was Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
And he talked about how the set wasn't finished and he was afraid to lean on the railing in the command center because like he was afraid it was going to fall over because of
Nice.
flimsy PVC pipe. Um, so I got to talk to him about that. I met Wilson Cruz from Discovery.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, he was very nice. And we've also met we met Tawny Newsome from
Oh,
Lower Decks.
awesome. So,
Oh, I'm gonna tell that story here too.
Honey seems like a lot of fun.
She's great. Tawny Newsome is super fun. My wife made her a plush Moopsie.
Oh, the
Um,
Luffy, oh, yes.
yeah, and it's really funny because that was at
The
Far
dreaded
Point.
Luffy.
Yeah, that was at Far Point 2 years ago. Um, and they Yeah. And then they had because they had the science advisor for the Trek franchise there as well. And like she was trying to show off the Moopsie to the science advisor for Trek. Uh, excuse me. And then I met um well, Riker sat behind me for a bit for his next generation panel at AwesomeCon one year.
Oh,
Which was really funny because he was like trying to like offer this lady coffee like the entire time. Um, it was a really funny bit. And then, did you watch the Section 31 movie?
yes.
Um, Robert Kaczynski, who was in Pacific Rim, he was the robot guy in Section 31.
Okay.
He was at Farpoint this year, so I got to meet him and talk to him about that too.
Oh,
Yeah, so I've met a few Trek people. Yeah, they're fun for the
now,
most
have
part.
you gotten to meet anyone of the nerd franchises that are not Star Wars or Star Trek?
Yeah, I got to meet Bortus from the Orville.
Nice.
Yeah, he was really fun. He was really cool. I got to meet him. I got to meet Amanda Tapping.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, from SG1.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, she's cool.
yeah, she's very cool. Um, I uh, I got to meet Cal Dodd at Farpoint last year, from X-Men the Animated Series. That
Oh,
was
no,
really cool.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Um, I also got to meet Jay Lee from the Orville also
Oh,
at that
nice.
convention.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Um, yeah, I've met I met Leonardo from the original 90 live action Turtle movie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Not
pretty cool.
familiar
Yeah.
with the turtles.
Yeah, I've been honored to meet a few people from other nerdy franchises. Yeah, we got to meet John Rhys Davies this year at AwesomeCon too.
He, of course, has been in everything.
Yeah, he's so nice though.
He strikes me as a really nice guy.
Yeah. If you take a photo with him, he does something to like make you laugh.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, the only people I met in nerd franchises outside of Star Wars is Star Trek Son of Glau, of course,
Hmm.
and Ron Perlman, of course, is Hellboy.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I have not met a lot of people outside those franchises.
Yeah. Um.
There is a convention coming up in November
Mhm.
where some of the original Power Rangers will be there.
Nice. Oh, yeah, I've met two Power Rangers too. Or no,
Okay.
four Power Rangers. Yeah, or four or five Power Rangers.
Who have you gotten to meet particularly?
Sorry, I did not mean to cut you off, Brennan. I'm so sorry.
No, no,
I met Steve Cardenas, the second Red Ranger. I met Karen Ashley, who was the second Yellow Ranger.
Yep.
Um, I met um, In Space Blue. Um, I've met Time Force Blue, and I'm blanking on their names. Sorry. And then I also met Alien Rangers Black.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I
I
may
have.
get a chance to meet some of them soon.
Yeah, you should. They're great. They're really great.
I think it's Austin St. John,
Hmm.
Walter Emmanuel Jones, a few of the other ones.
Hmm.
No, I would like, if it ever happens, currently she's not on the roster, but to get to meet Amy Jo Johnston would be really cool.
Yeah, she's been doing a lot of like the big cons like San Diego and everything. Um
Yeah, and of course, for me at my age growing up, she was maybe my first celebrity crush.
yeah.
That's probably true for a lot of people.
Yes, yes. I will admit that was me too.
Yeah, Pink Ranger, awesome.
Yeah, she's written a bunch of Pink Ranger stuff for Boom Studios for their Power Rangers line too.
Yeah, so I mean, we have had some incredible adventures at the cons.
Hmm.
Are there any panels that were memorable?
Yeah, I'll give you two. Um the first one was this year at AwesomeCon. I was part of both of these. I've actually been on the panels. The This one was a survival guide for first time con goers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was myself, it was my wife, our
I could have
friend
used that.
Yes. Our friend Liz, and then a few other cosplayers that we know, and that was a lot of fun because we had about 15 to 20 people in that room, and a lot of people had like never really done cons before, you know. Um, in fact, it was a lot of people's first conventions, and we said, well, you picked a big one to do for your first
Yes.
convention. So we did that, and then a few years ago, I ran a High Republic panel at AwesomeCon that Justina
Yes.
Ireland
Oh,
was part of.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we love Justine Ireland.
Yes. I've gotten to know Justina, and it's great. I love Justina. She's one of my favorite people I've gotten to know, and yeah. What about you?
Well, this is a side note. The High Republic has been fantastic.
Yes.
It was very bittersweet to see the ending this year.
I'm not finished yet, but I'm getting there.
I'll tell you that novel it's good.
Yeah.
And the final comic that just came out also,
Hmm.
I think they both end it in a very satisfying way.
That's good. That's good.
And that's cool that you got to do a High Republic panel.
Hmm. Um, yeah, it was towards the end of phase two. We were getting ready for yeah, we were starting to get ready for phase three.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have to confess, I've never been to a panel
Hmm.
convention. Mm, usually I'm too busy doing other stuff, but I'll try to get to one at the next convention.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm going to try to organize my own panel.
Hmm.
And the idea was that when Scotty did his panel, Scotty J. did his midichlorians panel,
Hmm.
which I had Scotty on the show to talk about his midichlorians a thesis. And I got to tell you, without any hyperbole, it was the best episode I've ever done. And so I'm not giving me the idea to maybe do my own panel with Scotty
Hmm.
and Jerry and a few of our other friends. So conventions have been around for more than 50 years.
Yes.
But in the last decade or so, they've become very important.
Yeah.
And the opportunities to get to meet some of the people that their work has had an impact on us.
Hmm.
Like you said about the voice actors, we all grew up with the stuff that they were doing.
Yeah.
And getting to meet them in person is really cool. To express our joy.
Mhm.
And also just getting to know them as people.
Yeah. Um, you could say the same also for the comic book creators that we get at these conventions
That's
too.
true. That's very true.
Because I've had some fantastic interactions with comic book creators at conventions. I'm a big comic book fan. I love comics. I think that they're one of the best ways of storytelling out there, and
Absolutely.
to get to talk to those people, to get to know them, it's been very, very cool too.
Similar note. Are you getting excited for the George Lucas Museum of Narrative Art?
I am, and if I can, I want to try to hit it. If I go out for Celebration 2027, I want to try to hit that museum because I
I'm
think it'd
probably
be
going to
really
do the
cool.
same thing, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that, and I want to see Rancho Obi-Wan. Like, I want to see both of those
Well,
places.
guess what? I'm going to Rancho Obi-Wan next Saturday.
That's awesome. That's
It's an
really cool.
early birthday gift.
Well, happy birthday.
I turn 40 in 2 months.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So I wanted to get up there to see Rancho Obi-Wan.
Yeah. But the George Lucas Museum looks really cool. I loved all the concepts that they were talking about at San Diego Comic-Con, and
Yep, excited by the opportunity of getting to go to Celebration and the museum.
yeah. Yeah.
And to have a museum devoted to comic art is a really cool idea.
Yeah. I I I just want to say real quick, just because like I mean you've been speaking my language all night. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, but like the comic art, like I love comic art so much. Especially like Alex Ross's art, like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, like I would love to go check that out too. Like that Museum of Comic Art, I think would be really cool.
It'd be fascinating to see if they got. I hope they have like Watchmen,
Hmm.
Dark Knight Rises, Sarah the Art Dark, Prince Valiant, a lot of the great classics.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would love to see that original Watchmen art. Like I think that would be amazing.
That would be really cool. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that very much.
Hmm.
Well, anyway, Eric, um, is there any what are your final thoughts on the convention experience?
I I love going to cons. I do. I think they're fun. They're great places to meet new people. Um, they're fantastic places to reconnect with people as well. Um, it's interesting because um, we were talking about this last week on my on my show.
Yep, which is a great
Um,
show, by the way.
thank you, I appreciate it. Yours is pretty
Thank you.
good too. Yours is pretty great too. Um, but yeah, like we were talking about that, and we were talking about how these conventions and you hit the nail on the head earlier too when you were saying that there are places where we can be ourselves. There are places where we can get together, we can nerd out, we can geek out, we can just be ourselves. And that to me is awesome. And if a convention can provide a safe space for people of all walks of life to come in there and to celebrate the things that they love, and to provide a safe space. That's the big thing, is providing a safe space for people. Um, then yeah, I I don't know how else to describe it. Like if you've never been to a convention, do yourself a favor and go to a convention. It's a fantastic
It
experience.
is to be big, it's to be small.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you works.
And I love small cons. I love small conventions. I think they're great.
It's really nice not to be overcrowded.
Yes.
We know, of course, that Star Wars Celebration in 2 years is probably going to be a madhouse. I'm
That's
going to
putting
try
it
to book a hotel across the street from the convention center.
yes. Same.
Because it's
Um
going to be pandemonium.
that's putting it lightly. That's putting it lightly.
One other thing I forgot to mention. I did get to go to the Twisted Tunes thing
Oh, Twisted Tunes is
at
great.
Salt Lake Phoenix.
Mm.
And it was all our favorites, Jess and Rob.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Maurice, it was great, and they did the Lion King,
Oh, they did Lion King?
and we got to hear Jim Cummings sing "Be Prepared,"
That's fantastic.
which he co-sang with Jeremy Irons
That's great. Oh, because
in
he
the
was
movie.
Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well, it's
fantastic.
funny because Jeremy Irons blew his voice out
Hmm.
hearing one of the notes in that song. Well, part of it in the movie is him.
Hmm.
The other part, Jim Cummings had to take over.
Mm,
But getting their Jim sing it live was really cool.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but yeah, conventions are really a great place to be.
Hmm.
It's also a great place to take kids
Yeah.
so that they can see, hey, there's other people who like the same things you guys like.
Hmm. Um, yeah, and the amount of children's programming at conventions is
Yes.
pretty cool too.
Yeah, that's where my nephews and my niece were the whole time. We're in the gaming area with the kids area.
Hmm.
And it's really great. It's really such a wonderful experience and so many interactions with the celebrities. It's great for us, but also it's great for them.
Hmm.
I've heard some incredible stories from like Rob Paulson and Jim Cummings,
Hmm.
or even Bill Fallon, the voice of Goofy,
Yeah.
and the interactions they've had with the fans. Where these properties that they're part of are more than just entertainment.
Yeah.
This is catharsis for a lot of people.
Yeah, it
And
is.
I think that they understand that.
Yeah.
That this stuff means things to people. Well, Eric, I cannot thank you enough for joining me.
I want to thank you for having me, Brennan. This is fantastic. I had so much fun tonight. Thank you.
Yes, and everyone, please check out his show. Eric goes live in an hour, I think.
Yep, just about an hour.
So go check that out, people. It's great stuff.
Thank you, Brennan. Thank you.
So, Eric, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Threads and Blue Sky, and on Instagram. Um, all three are at SB Transmissions. We still have an X account, but we're never really on there anymore.
Yeah,
But we're
no,
not.
no, 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 no.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that. But yeah, so you can find us there, and you can find our YouTube channel, Starlight Beacon Transmissions, and we also have a Discord server as well. So yeah,
Which I am a proud member of.
what? Yeah,
I am a proud member of all of those.
yes, yes, you are, and you, Brennan. I just also want to thank you for all of your support with just being there and interacting with us and everything. It's awesome. So I just want to thank you, and this has been so much fun, my friend.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, everyone, you know where to find me. But please go give Eric a follow.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, you've been listening to The Guest Awakens, presented by Page Turners They Were Not, my Star Wars podcast. As always, may the Force be with you.
Thank you.